Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome on the Culture News. My name is David Serero, and I have the pleasure to have today on iHeartRadio on the Culture News an artist named JessC. Let me spell it for you. It's JESS and capital C. These wonderful artists have released two great songs which we're going to play today. The first one is called 6 Feet Deep. The second is called One Chance. We are going to play them right at the end of this interview. But right before that, we are so lucky to have over the phone the artist JessC. JessC, how are you today?
Hi, David. Thanks for having me. I'm fine. Hi, everybody.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful to have you. Can you tell us where you're from and where are you calling us from?
Actually, I'm based in Australia, but now because I did my concert here in Malaysia just last month, so I stay here for another month. So I'll be back to Australia next week.
Well,
yeah, right now I'm in Malaysia.
Please say hello to all the wonderful people over there. So my first question for you is that through this album aimed at the international market, what message do you most want to share with listeners around the world?
Yeah, because I was born in Malaysia, a multicultural country where music is in different languages was part of my daily life. So I really want to let everybody knows that everyone is very special. And don't be defeated by, a lot of problems, but we have to solve problems in our life. So my songs usually is help to uplift people, it's out of the depression state. Because nowadays, a lot of cyberbully and, a lot of depressions people around. So I'm actually also, a music therapist as myself. So usually I write songs, to help others to come up from the darkness. So this is what I'm doing.
And you're doing it really, really well. So on your latest single called 6 Feet Deep, which it's a song that carries emotional weight and healing elements. Can you let us know, can you walk us through the creative process of that song? I should say musically and emotionally.
Oh, yes. The idea for 6 Feet Deep began with my vision of creating an English album that brings healing and hope. The first theme that came to mind was a broken relationship, because it's a wound so many people carry, including myself actually. I opened up to my producer about my own experience, and in doing so, it felt like it was unearthing something that had been buried deep inside my heart for years. He later sent me the first demo based on our conversations. And from there, we carefully crafted the song together. We changed instrumentation, harmonies, and even rearranged parts of the song to shape emotional arc in a way that reflected what I had lived through. Every detail mattered, not just to tell the story, but also to achieve the best possible therapeutic effect. We wanted the music to truly echo that journey from pain to healing.
I see you standing there, holding her tight, smiling like I was never inside. I should have let it go, I should have known, but my heart never listens. Now I'm on my own, so I buried this love 6 feet deep, locked it inside where no one sees. No, I can't want you, I can need you, even if my heart still bleeds. Buried is love, where it's never gonna free. lost in her eyes. Love feel like we were never alive. I should have walked away. I should have known. But my heart never listens. Now I'm on my own. So I buried this love 6 feet deep, locked it inside where no one sees. No, I can't want you, I can need you, even if my heart still bleeds. Buried is love, where it's never gonna breathe.
And indeed, I like that you said that every detail matters. So talking about that, beyond being a singer-songwriter, you also started exploring music as a form of emotional healing. How did you discover this connection between music and emotional well-being?
Oh, yeah. It started quite naturally. During my early performances, I noticed people getting deeply emotional, right? Some cried, others told me that they felt a weight lift off their hearts. That's when I realized music wasn't just entertainment, actually. It was reaching people's souls. What many may not know is that besides being an artist, I'm also a doctor of medicine from Guangzhou with a PhD in health science from the US and a US certified naturopathic doctor. Actually, I've always believed in holistic healing, mind, body, and spirit. So as a doctor myself, I felt led to explore this deeper. I studied therapeutic music from universities in Spain and was amazed by how strongly music connects to emotional and neurological health. So, music therapy is a clinical use of music to support healing, which is evidence-based. So this is actually, what I'm doing.
And indeed, I can confirm you that music is healing and music is helping. So talking about that, your other new song called One Chance, which we mentioned at the start of the interview, has a unique story behind its creation. Can you tell us more about it?
Oh yes, of course. One Chance is probably one of the most personal songs I've ever recorded. It was inspired by the real life or death moment from my past. Back when I was studying in Toronto, Canada, I hit a breaking point, actually. I had been feeling lost, empty, and emotionally numb for a long, long time. That night, I wandered the streets aimlessly, crying and overwhelmed. I ended up by a highway, seriously thinking about ending it all. I was so tired of pretending, tired of feeling nothing. And I stood there. I actually saw a truck approaching in the distance. I took a step forward, fully prepared to let it hit me, believing it would be quick and finally, everything would just stop. But just as I was about to take that step, I heard a still small voice, some call it God or an angel, whisper, just give me one chance and I will show you the meaning of life. And the voice told me so. So those words stopped me. 2 weeks later, a stranger handed me a flyer that said, do you want to know the meaning of life? That moment sparked a journey that transformed everything. I found healing, peace, and purpose. And I'm still here today because of that one chance. So, one chance is my way of telling that story. For anyone who's ever felt hopeless, sometimes even at rock bottom, there's still a voice calling us back to life. And all it takes is one chance. So, everyone deserves a chance, right?
What is there left to hold on? Is it worthy to live on? Someone save me, 'cause the darkness is tearing me apart. On the streets of Toronto, the guilt and shame take me head on. Another round, a shot straight into my heart. Have all proven me wrong. Lights beckon me to move on. I find myself all alone. Is this the end of all my tales? Just when I thought I was done, I felt the word like the sun. A deafening whisper told me, just give me one chance. 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 Sorrows in your eyes, I can see them in disguise. No matter how you try.
That is very touching of the things you have said, and by all means, we need you around. We need you to continue to do what you do, and of course, everybody deserves a chance, and you definitely deserve it. So, was there a particular moment during the recording of your creative process that deeply moved you that you will not forget?
Oh, yeah, that very moment which I'll never forget is, when I just received the whole fresh songs before recording. I really burst into tears, because it is my own story. And I was so thrilled and so excited, to record the songs. And I can't wait to sing on stage in a concert, which could touch many, many hearts. And I was so happy that I actually did a concert just a month ago, and it went so well. And many were touched and moved to tears with this song. So it's so unforgettable because, during the recording process, I actually wept a few sections, which I can't help it because it was so touching.
And indeed, it was very touching for all of us. So before we start to say goodbye to each other, let me ask you this. So looking ahead, do you have plans to expand your beautiful artistic journey into other creative fields such as theater, film, or crunch-or collaborations?
Oh, yes. Before I started, I really wanted to tell you that I'm so happy. I've actually just received a good news. I'm nominated as a finalist for the Intercontinental Music Awards 2025 in America. It is such an honor. It reminds me once again why I do and what I do. So yes, actually I'm so grateful, and my creative journey has already expanded beyond just singing. Over the years, I've acted in 3 feature films and 7 stage plays, including 2 traditional Chinese costume dramas, Dreamed of a Red Mansion, and more recently, The Butterfly Lovers, which I'll be continuing to tour globally across multiple countries. I'm also a writer with published medical work such as the therapeutic music, long COVID naturopathic approach, journey to music therapy, and my personal diary collection, JessC's Diary, now in its 8th volume. So actually recently I kicked off my concert tour and just completed the first show at Genting Highlands in Malaysia. It was such a meaningful start. And I will be continuing this tour across different parts of the world in the coming years. Of course, my next station is Australia. I'll tour the whole of Australia for next 6 months, and then Europe, US, Indonesia, Singapore, Taiwan, and many more. So, I've also produced 4 albums of therapeutic instrumental music and plan to keep developing that area. It's another way for me to express healing through sound. The production team has also approached me to explore a drama series, so which is something I've never done before, but I'm truly curious about. So looking ahead, I'm also planning to launch a podcast to share my research and insights on natural medicine, nutrition, and music therapy. So, at the heart of it all, I believe every form of art is a vessel for healing and connection. So whether through music, words, or silence, I want to keep using creativity to speak life. So thanks for having me, David.
Well, thank you to you. I want to say, really, you're a very brave, courageous artist and very creative. And we truly respect that, and we truly admire, I should say, your determination and courage of being who you are. So it's you are giving me a favor, actually. So I want to say thank you to you.
Thank you.
Wonderful artist that you are, and thank you for the opportunity. I say also thank you to your manager Anthony, who is absolutely wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is David Serero. I had the pleasure to have today on iHeartRadio on the Culture News a wonderful artist named JessC. But let me tell you how it's spelled. It's JESS capital C. JESS capital C. That artist has released 2 great new singles. First one is called 6 Feet Deep. Second is called One Chance. And you don't need to go anywhere else, because right now we are going to play them for you. Stay tuned with us. More music to follow up. But right now, it's JessC.
Just give me one chance. Just give me one chance. Just give me one chance. Just give me one chance.